Welcome to Cases on the Go. I'm Chance Stickland.
And I'm Amber French.
All right, a former North Dakota Sheriff's deputy is now facing federal charges involving child porn.
Daniel Christensen was arrested and taken to federal court on Monday. As we've reported, Christensen was previously investigated by the North Dakota BCI when they found dozens of illicit pictures that they say he modified by placing images of a known child over images of adult pornography.
The case was recently dismissed at the county level when a criminal defense attorney argued that the search warrant exceeded its limits looking into the cloud storage that Christensen used on his phone. And now he's facing 3 federal charges, including receipt and possession of child pornography, as well as production of an obscene visual representation of the sexual abuse of a child.
Christensen previously served as a sheriff deputy in McKenzie County, but resigned in 2023. His federal court is scheduled in November.
Also, a house fire in Bismarck has left several pets dead and a family looking for answers.
According to Bismarck Fire Department, they received a call at about 4:17 p.m. yesterday afternoon for a trailer fire that happened on 600 Block Avenue of Sweet Avenue. Fire crews arrived at 5 minutes later and found smoke coming from the front entryway of the home.
Crews were able to quickly put out flames, which were limited to the kitchen area, thankfully. They then conducted a search of the residence where they found 5 dogs had died and an iguana did survive. The occupants were not hurt.
The fire damage was contained to the kitchen, but there was heavy smoke damage throughout the trailer, and the cause of the fire is still under investigation. Changing gears here, one local zoo has once again earned great recognition from the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, or the AZA.
It's one of out of only 254 zoos in the entire world to earn the recognition. So the AZA recognizes excellence in animal care, welfare, veterinarian programs, safety, conservation, and guest experience. Logan Wood, the Roosevelt Zoo director, says this is a very thorough process that is done every 5 years, and he says they have spent the last year preparing for it.
Wood says this recognition is considered the gold standard in the zoo industry, and this recognition really sets them apart from other zoos, not just in North Dakota, but worldwide.
We're not the roadside zoo that a lot of people are used to. Really gives us pride, gives Minot pride that we have this beautiful gem, and that we're continuing to evolve within the zoo community and actually set the standards, as we can see within our African Plains building for giraffe, our new cat facilities. Those have actually set those standards for other zoos to trying to actually meet our standards here in Minot.
And Wood says this recognition means a lot to everyone involved, and it reflects on the dedication and support from not just the staff, but everyone who is involved at the zoo.
And the last time the Roosevelt Park Zoo was accredited was back in September of 2019. Good morning, Andre.
And good morning to you too, you guys. And it looks like today we are starting out our conditions here in the capital city and around the mild side at 50 degrees, and the winds are relatively calm at this time. And we're also seeing those calm conditions outside too. Now let's head over to the Magic City, where wow, it is looking quite beautiful this morning with those very vibrant colors. And guess what? The current temperature is at 52 degrees and the winds are out of the south and west at 13 miles per hour. Now, looking at our visibility, we are seeing a few foggy places, including here in Linton at 0 miles, there in Harvey at 3, and also there in Mobridge at 7 miles. So make sure that you're traveling slowly and safely in those areas. Other than that, things are looking pretty good across the board. Now, looking ahead, folks, we're going to be expecting those well above average temperatures, and also we're going to be seeing mainly sunny conditions too, and then we're going to be remaining quiet as we get into the rest of our work week ahead and into the early next week. Now, the reason why we're going to be seeing the heat going on throughout the day today is because of this area of high pressure, and that's going to be giving us that southerly flow around here, and that is going to allow for us to see those very hot temperatures for this time of year, and also keeping us quiet. And then we're going to be watching this cold front as we get into our Thursday, and that's going to help cool down the temperatures just a little bit more. Now, looking here at our current storm team radar, our storm team radar is showing peaceful conditions across our neck of the woods, and this is just going to be consistent throughout the day today. So really don't look for any rain chances or really any cloud cover, if you will, and that's going to continue into our afternoon and evening hours. So it's just going to be quite a beautiful day, to say the least. So looking at our current temperatures, however, our temperatures are mainly in the 40s and the 50s, and we even have a 41 degrees there in Hettinger, so it is a rather cool start to our day there. And here's the thing, throughout the day today, we're going to see those temperatures climb up into the low to upper 80s for the most part, maybe even some upper 70s in our south and eastern counties, but for the most part, it is just going to be quite a hot day. In fact, we're going to be running about 10 to 25 degrees above normal, so it's going to be one of those days that you want to get you a good cone of ice cream. I think I might do the same myself. And once we get into tonight, we will see those temperatures drop down into the 40s in the 50s, so it is going to be another cool to mild night in store for us here. And then our cold front is going to be pushing on through once we get into the overnight hours into our Thursday, and that's going to bring us slightly cooler temperatures for our Thursday, so that's something to really watch out for. And then guess what, we're going to see those temperatures resurge really quickly once we get into our Thursday night into our Friday, and that is what's going to really set the stage for a warm start to our weekend. Now looking ahead, our Thursday, we're going to see those temperatures drop down into the 70s, so it is going to be quite cool on our Thursday compared to what we're seeing today. Now looking here in Williston throughout the rest of the weekend to the weekend, we're going to see those temperatures increase into the mid 70s for our Friday, and then back into the 80s as we head into the weekend with mainly sunny skies. So a good weekend to go to the lake or the Missouri River. But once we get into Dickinson, it's going to be about the same pattern here with temperatures in the 70s and 80s over the next few days. Now looking here in the Magic City, we're going to be seeing temperatures in the 80s today, 70s tomorrow, and we will see those temperatures go up and down between the 70s and 80s through our Sunday here with mainly sunny skies, and then we'll see those temperatures just remain around the 80s once we get into early next week with those mainly sunny conditions. And that same thing goes here in the capital city too. So it looks like, you guys, summer has returned.
That is a nice looking 7-day forecast, Andre. Thank you. Well, for everyone here at KX News, Amber, Andre, I'm Chance Dicklin. We'll see you tomorrow.